No, I'm full of shit crazy, man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like that stuff got to be hot.
Hello, you're listening to the Yes Guys podcast, episode 115. I'm the Bedazzler. This week, I'm going to give you a little emergency broadcast, a rewind of the time I met a MANDOLPH. Enjoy.
I find that it's best to put important things right out in the open. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I'm going to say to you is that I'm not a swinger.
That's good because you never know.
Well, you may find yourself having the urge to want to fuck me,
I gotta admit,
and it's not going to happen. Just, I have one ground rule: don't fuck anything in this house.
all right, fair enough. Vince.
All right, we're good.
Unless
You want a drink of anything?
Drink.
Actually, oh yeah, the cat.
There's some nests right there.
You can fuck the cat.
That's basically what we.
Don't get crazy.
Nest
dude.
is what we consider.
Listen, this is budget weed.
Yeah.
Wait, where's more? Let me give.
What? Oh, you're looking for the better nest?
No, or more. Is there more somewhere?
I have like a year and a half
here.
worth.
Put some of this in here.
I already did. I just packed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
that
What do you
it
want?
matters.
What do you want us to call you?
Ooh,
Yeah. Whatever name you want, dude.
what do I look like? Loaded question.
Dude, we got Gandalf.
You look like yes.
All right.
with a
I'm with
your
that.
beard could be
Not
longer.
Gandalf, but you're definitely like one of the dudes who rode with the humans.
Like Mandolph or something.
You're like one of the.
Hey, Mandolph. What do you have to say?
This is Mandolph coming at you. Thirsty Thursdays. I'm going to be at the deli section
From 2 to 210.
signing autographs in full costume with my wizard staff and my stallion, which is just my wife Carol. She's wearing a costume from Fun Times and Magic Shop. I will be doing magic tricks. Oh shit! What kind of ring is that, dude?
Whoa.
Check that out.
Oh, is that like a 20-sided dice or something?
Bong.
Whoa.
You are.
Do you
so
play Dungeons and Dragons?
I have in the past, I'll admit, yes.
Wow.
Wizard battle.
Wizard battle?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
That sounds cool.
I was a wizard
Give it, hook him
in
up.
my illustrious World of
This is
Warcraft
dumb.
career.
You were a wizard in Warcraft. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I was a mage.
You ever play World of Warcraft?
I have on occasion.
Oh.
A little bit though. Not-
Yeah.
I've unfortunately have a rather busy life that gets in the way of things like
Things like that. Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. Kids
recently
will do
mine
that,
too.
right?
Fuck yeah. But I did. I had like a 6-year span of leaving the army and before getting a respectable job of going to school and playing World of Warcraft. That's all I did.
That's respectable.
That's all I did. I did. I was a legendary mage.
No, this dude played like
12 hours a
Hardcore.
day.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was
60 hours a week, like ran a guild.
Yep.
that's dedication.
Server first guild, yes.
Yes, like raiding.
Yeah.
They were server first at some of the
Everything.
raids.
Yeah,
like-
see, I'd always be like, all right, let's go in the raid. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I got to bail, guys. But hey, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, dude.
Responsibilities.
Sorry,
Responsibilities, man. I had
That's
none.
exactly how it was for me
I
trying
had
to play
none.
World of Warcraft.
I had none.
It was too much.
Yeah.
There was just too much going on.
Responsibilities. That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and you got to surf that wave, man. That was
I did.
It was fun. I put some time in. I at some point I quit my job. I was a cop in Cleveland, and I
Respectable.
or inner ring suburb, to be more specific. And when I quit my job, I just really needed time to like decompress and
Yep,
not
exactly.
want to be a serial
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
So
It was either that or.
and World of Warcraft was awesome therapy for me.
Yep.
I mean,
I could have been spending more a month on hookers off a Backpage than I
this is
was
what's safer.
playing
Jeez, where's this going?
playing World of Warcraft.
Hookers off Backpage. Holy shit, dude. We were in PG for a little while. Well, other than the background noise. We were in PG for a while. We could have really hit we had market share, but you're fucking turning it into adult section now.
Well, now.
Well, now.
That was my specialty, actually.
Oh, it's on the adult section?
Oh, no, I worked third shift at a bookstore for years. Bookstore.
Third
real?
shift?
No. Seriously?
I was a marital aid specialist. We can't keep up with all the films, man, but the marital aids, I got you.
Wow, you were on the cleanup team, like the third shift. That's the
wasn't
the greasiest of the
That
shifts.
is greasy.
I went cleaning. It wasn't my gig, man. That was
Okay.
Yeah, the people
But
that
you got to have binoculars on what was.
Oh, and I had monitors, and I had a simple rule: if I don't see it, I don't care. Because we had private viewing booths. Private viewing booths.
Yes.
And we're on the corner. We're in a area that has a lot of dudes that like dudes, which is cool. But so they'd go in, and it'd be third night, and I'm gonna go watch a movie. Okay, I'm gonna go watch a movie. Okay.
What city was this in? Was this in Lakewood?
Right in Berea.
Or Berea.
Lakewood Heights.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We call it Porno Hut.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. I could. I could give its real name because it's cool.
No, well, why not? Give him a shout out.
Give
All right,
him a
they're not
shout out.
They've changed their name so I can say it.
Yeah.
Wait, before he says this, his shirt says, "Warning, I do dumb things." Continue.
Right. So it was called Your Fantasies.
One of the
And so when the phone rang,
human warriors in Lord of the Rings.
hello.
He's got a 20-sided dice ring. It's fucking badass. That's the coolest shit I've ever seen.
I'd always answer the phone, Your Fantasies. And I usually got some guy breathing hard saying, what are you wearing?
Oh my gosh. This dude's got a voice for radio, though, doesn't he?
And a face to match.
Dude, we struggled tonight.
This is awesome. This is like fucking
you're
serendipity.
badass. You're
Serendipity.
I like this.
This is pretty cool.
What's his name again?
What are we calling you?
It's a Mandolph.
Mandolph.
Dude, I'll roll with it.
That's awesome.
He works in a sex store.
That would be, third
Mandolph
shift,
works
man.
third shift at the
Mandolph.
sex store.
Mandolph the brave. Mandolph the dry. Mandolph the lubed.
Well, lube.
Sorry, I will
Now,
joke.
you guys be aware, sometimes they sell glitter lube.
Oh.
No.
That's a negative.
Small plastic squares
Oh,
are
that's
sharp.
bad. Into your butt.
Anywhere. I made the mistake.
butthole.
Glitter lube, this is awesome. Oh my God! Who thought of this? Oh God! Yeah, don't try that.
Don't try.
Okay, so this thing we're gonna have to get your at least a number, or if you have Skype or something like that, because even though you live way out, you're fucking awesome, dude. And I wanna give you a segment or two on
I need
this
a
shit.
hobby.
Like we can give you a
And it's
call.
so sweet too
Yeah.
because we're only this. We haven't even put out like the first episode
Yeah.
yet. This
No,
is like
this is all brand new.
This is like our third recording.
Excellent.
And so we've had friends from work come down here, which we
Yep.
work in a really weird environment. We're working at a
Tell him
Ford.
about the
We work in a Ford dealership. You know what I mean? Both of us are nerds, basically,
Right.
obviously.
Obviously, we know 20-sided dies.
So
and
we
all
work
that
in
stuff.
a
Yes,
we work in
we
a
do.
freaking auto shop parts department. Like, you know what I mean? Like he only knows parts because he's been there for a while.
Yeah, that's it. I don't care about cars.
I moved back here and started working there almost a year ago, and I mean it's just insane. It's another world. It's another world. It's fucking crazy.
You hang out, about parts long enough, and that's how I figured out about dongs and penis pumps.
See, you know parts too.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a connoisseur
The
of
parts
penis
of the.
No, but I would.
Am I
gotta be
wrong
careful
in
with
that? Like two main generalizations would be like the soccer mom, and then the older bear daddy or some shit.
I want to tell you,
Those are
everybody-
the soccer mom
Yeah,
and the older bear,
bear
daddy.
daddy. Not together, but like separate. Like those would be the most.
Your
visited
demographic?
to- yes.
Well, I'm
For
saying-
what?
in the bookstore.
Oh,
Yes.
Everybody from every walk of life has gone through those doors.
no shit.
No shit.
You get the most respectable, the most sleazy, everybody in between, people that are trying to hide
Yeah.
who they are.
To who? It's exciting for someone to see.
Let's just say, some guy comes up and he looks respectable and got a stack of magazines and videos, and you know it's heterosexual.
You wanna smoke?
Heterosexual.
You smoke?
No, man. Heterosexual.
Don't
Then
interrupt.
packed under there is this really high-end gay porn.
Wow.
With really expensive stuff. And
Classy?
yeah, okay. As far as is if you're looking at every art form has its
Right.
classy
Yeah.
to trash.
And who are we to judge
the
anything,
more
right?
it is,
Well,
it's
I mean,
the
you-
high budget artistic stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not just grindhouse.
Gotcha.
And I'm like,
Oh my
You know-
God, I'm so intimidated. These terms he's throwing out, like I've heard them before,
you
and I
can-
feel
you know what it
creepy.
means. Yeah.
Knowing, yeah.
I feel creepy for knowing what that kind of means, but yeah, I do.
But yeah, so I'm like, I'm ringing up, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gay. I'm like, whatever, it's cool. He's like, dude, you're bi. I get it. It's cool. He's like, yeah, but I'd never tell my wife. Like,
Oh, that's
ouch, man. It's like being a bartender. You're just
down low.
sitting
Right.
there, you're like, okay, well,
This is also a little background that you're from a major U.S. city.
boy, yes, I am.
It's a major U.S. city. It's not where me and the B-Daz are podcasting from or anything. This is major U.S. city. So these stories are straight from the hood.
Well, yeah, definitely compared to where we are,
right.
you know. But sex
Well,
shops.
explain
they have
this
sex,
type of.
They have sex shops on routes here.
I
like
had
when you're
just
going.
drove by, we drove
Yeah,
by a
but
strip club.
what's this part of town like in
It's
Cleveland?
Where that particular shop was, there was residential, and there was this kind of circle of industrial and a couple retail shops. It was right in that zone.
Yeah,
And so it was right.
It's out in a high tax bracket.
Yeah, it's got a communal area.
It's out in a higher tax.
It's
bracket.
between stuff, so you can I'm gonna drive over here. Oh, look what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
I wouldn't have gone to that strip club. Like where I lived, no. Like you wouldn't have gone to that. You wouldn't have made it out that far. Unless you were a picky, unless you were picky, like I lived in Old Brooklyn, and there was plenty more strip clubs you could hit before you got out that far.
Okay.
You know?
I gotcha.
Or not strip clubs, but I mean bookstores. Bookstores.
Big
bookstores.
difference. Big difference.
Yeah, like for me, like, or
Now,
if I
hold
would go,
on.
I wasn't
Hold
a big bookstore going.
Yeah. Explain this to me.
Participate.
All right.
And it's 100% anonymous.
I'm a
For me, difference. You're looking on Craigslist or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're doing. What's the difference between a bookstore and a strip club?
Easy. Bookstore. Well, we sell your magazines, movies, novelties. Some of them have private viewing booths.
And
And then a strip club is where you actually have performers removing articles of clothing. So the bookstore doesn't have a strip club in it usually. Sometimes they're in close proximity to each other. Like I was
Right.
at a satellite store that was right next to a strip club. So you could go to the strip, you could walk between the two. They're
Okay.
separate entities.
Separate
Usually.
entities. Okay, so what are the goings on at the bookstore
Well,
in a private view?
Dudes go in the booth and what? They watch
okay,
like a
here's-
video?
here's
Is there
what you're
glory holes?
Is there a
supposed to
video?
do. Here's what
Is
you're
there glory
supposed to do.
holes?
Is there
Have you ever participated?
No. But we had the buddy booth.
the buddy booth?
It has.
I like
it
the sound
has
of
two
that. I like
one-way-
Frank.
two one-way windows, right?
Okay.
And so it's two parallel booths, kind of like you go to the arcade and it's the two racing pods, Nicholas.
Yeah.
So you're in the booth and you can put their tokens. We call them strokens.
Strokens.
You put your strokens in.
Did you just make up strokens?
No, that's our currency.
Stroking.
Wow. That's all
As
right.
God Emperor of Porn, it was my currency. Strokens. See, and then there's a button on the wall. If you hit the button on the wall, it would clear your end. If the other guy or person, whoever, hit the button on their wall, it would open up and you give a little, hey, how you doing? And there may have been a sliding door.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I never been. I mean, I would look in.
Yeah,
Cause,
that's for the cleanup crew.
it's.
You
know,
never went in that much? I mean,
No, I would go in to inspect, but you walk in, you at the front of the store, it's all like clean looking, right? Everything's sparkly. And then it's like black and white checkers. And you go through this curtain with these lights after you pay me. You got to buy a minimum of $3 of strokens to get in. We don't want, because if we
That's
don't,
it.
if there's no cover, people are just going to be back
how
there.
much video does that get you for $3?
Man.
I'm trying to think how economically viable
Yeah.
this is.
I honestly don't know.
No.
Because here's why. I would have to clock in back there in our mop room / break room / kitchen. So yeah, it was.
Kitchen.
Yeah, the microwave was in. It's like toilet, microwave, mop, sink. Yeah, I didn't use a microwave, by the way. And when I brought my food in, it was Fort Knoxed up.
All right, how long did you do this?
Like 4 years.
4 years.
Wow. You had to see
But-
some crazy
Oh,
shit.
shit, yeah. I had stories.
4
I'll try to
years?
remember.
Top most crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before that, on the way you're getting on the why I don't venture back there.
Yeah.
We're in a very active neighborhood. So dudes will go back there looking for dudes, and they have this, hey, how you doing? And again, I don't clean it up. It's not my job, right?
Yeah.
So, there we go. Oh, that's better. So,
I want to hear you.
I was like, whatever, if I don't see it in the hallway, I'm not going to go looking, right? I don't go back there. When I go back there, my feet go,
Give me some privacy.
right?
Just sticking to the floor.
Yeah, you're like, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go back there. The rule is you go back there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You put your coins in and you watch the video. You don't whip it out. You don't beat off because that's public.
Right. Indecency.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
And lewdness. You can't do that. But and once you
Is it lewdness inside the store?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
is
there's
that
other
public?
people.
It's actually
able to
if you
see
take
it.
a leak in public, it's
Public indecency.
I know about taking a leak. but
on
inside a booth?
porn store property, if you got taking a whiz in the
ejaculate.
parking lot because it's a porn store, it's lewd behavior.
It's a sex crime.
Right.
crime,
So we
yeah.
would have to because we
SVU.
had to tell people hanging out all the time. They'd go take a leak
All
outside.
on you, Mandolph.
Mandolph.
One morning.
Mandolph the Gray.
Yes. I summon fire. There we go.
Walk me plank.
Dude, this shit is
I got
fire.
turtles.
Wait, here we go.
Cthulhu. Do you know who Cthulhu is?
We've met.
Of course. Well, the dude's got a 20-sided die ring. Bro, he's fucking... This is like meant to happen. This is meant to happen. We were meant to meet. Without a doubt.
You dropped some change, dude. You dropping dimes?
Dude, I'm taking that.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I see you got a pocket knife.
Oh, yeah.
You're strapped coming in my house?
Dude, it's.
What are you
all
trying
right,
to do?
Go on.
Hold me up for my
Yeah,
roller rock?
I get you, fool. I'm the little knife. No, I do stab people.
That
but
is like a
only-
fucking
only my
5-inch
friends.
blade.
Oh, wait, dude. I was, raised around horses. Things look smaller.
That's a 5.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Get the wit on this guy.
Oh, man, I'm glad it's here.
So, what do you do with your day to day, man? I mean, after that, I would have. How long ago was that? I'm sorry.
No. It's about 16 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, my God, that's right.
So you, at your core, you have stepped through sticky cum.
True, man.
Like at your core, you know what that sound is.
Right, I know it's. Oh, sure, it got mopped, but no, that's what that.
Yeah.
I
It
made-
got mopped, but it wasn't
Yeah.
strong enough to clear the
When I
DNA.
entered
No,
the
they didn't
store,
use enough pine
right?
saw.
I had this like I raised up counter, so I had to go up a few steps, and it's all glass countertop, and it was my fortress of sanitization.
Wow.
I know a good. So no, seriously, I had a bottle of rubbing alcohol,
Yeah.
everything I need to come in contact with. People are like, what are you
Really?
doing? Hold on, and I would.
You were that
I would have-
hypersensitive.
well,
I would,
the
okay,
HIV and shit,
I'm
then.
very conscious of microbes. Not paranoid, but there's a bunch of dudes, dare I say
Yeah.
this, let's not mince words. There's a bunch of dudes back there yanking and spewing and pounding
Their whole
each other,
DNA
right?
profile all
So-
over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know what happened, so
Yeah.
gloves up. When
You didn't want to get pregnant.
like, some guy came out right from the back.
Be a
He's
little
all sweaty, and he wants more
Mandolph.
strokings, right? What?
What's happening? Do you have to shit?
Oh, good luck. I thought, do I got to stop?
No, it sounded like he had like a diarrhea emergency.
Oh man! God, I was just telling Max stories about that. I had a friend that he got acid cancer because of karma, and after he got his guts torn out, he was taking a leak the next day when he finally got home and had to fart, and exploded the entire back wall behind him, painted brown. Boom! And he's like, oh. So he had to clean that up, right?
He had to clean it up?
Oh, it's his house, man.
Oh.
Hey, what are you going to do? You just shit half your bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, boom, it's your house. It's
You
your bathroom.
definitely want that to happen at a public place. Definitely. That happened to me in an Eaton Park. I had to run in there. It was ridiculous.
So, he had to clean it all up. And the next day, he did it again. So now he sits down when he pees. You only got to clean that up twice.
He's camera shy. Yeah, he's definitely.
You all got that moment. Is this what's coming out? Is this just, I got to fart, but is it?
I don't want to trust it. I don't want to trust it.
I'm just,
I'm not pushing.
I'm not afraid of my masculinity or my femininity. I will, if I think there's an issue, if I'm tired, if I don't want to aim, I'm going to sit down. All right? Especially, for years, I had an apartment with carpet in the bathroom by the toilet. It's stupid, but it was an apartment. So I get up in the morning and they're like, fuck, I'm just going to sit down. Because if I piss on the carpet, girls don't know. We don't have one stream, man. If you're lucky, you get a stream.
Oh, no, it's the same with them.
It could be two. Yeah,
it comes out like a spider web.
Down already.
Yeah.
Right? So they're already in the bowl. It's if a girl's sitting down and gets it up, over the legs on the floor, there's an issue there.
Don't worry about it.
But for us guys, it can, you
can go anywhere.
You're on target, and all of a sudden, zing! You're like, oh, the wall. Damn it.
Especially if your sword is in a sheath.
Right, Oh, man. Somebody stole my fucking foreskin.
Rumple foreskin.
I was like fucking 3 days old or some shit.
And they stole it from you.
Some dude came by with a knife.
It's
and yoink.
ridiculous. Yep.
Did he go?
I don't know,
I'm
if you
taking
think
ye
about it,
foreskin.
how barbaric is that?
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
horrible.
fucking barbaric.
And I feel so horrible. I was like, my kids aren't getting circumcised. They're not going to have to go through that.
Yeah.
My wife was like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, they all been snipped.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
you want their dicks to look good.
I was, no, I think this is dumb,
You
man.
want their dicks to look good.
This is dumb. Why should we cut the tips off our dicks?
Absolutely. Just because you want it to look good.
Have you ever run naked and got it caught on a fucking thorn or something?
You would wish you had a little
yes,
extra.
dude, I have. It sucked.
You ever get a tick on your
never.
balls?
I don't think so.
We had
think
a
tickle.
we had a lady in here this week whose husband screamed her name and she ran into the bathroom.
Yeah, we'll have to
and
play
and
that
this
for you.
this guy was a thick Italian haired fellow.
Oh,
Neanderthal.
And he had to flip his nutsack back, and here he had a heavy, feeder on there that had been there a few
Fully
days. But
Yeah, man, it's-
I'll add that clip in. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I feel good about not having it take that deep in my balls. I do. I'm like,
Yeah, I feel it. His suffering led to my happiness.
dude, speaking of which, I have to share this wisdom. I have an overriding philosophy. Here's where I set the bar for the day.
We're going into
I wake
deep
up.
water.
I say, hey, I'm not on fire. And that is that's a good day.
When you're not on fire.
Because no matter how bad shit gets, it could be worse.
Yep.
You could be on fire.
Well, yeah.
And no shit, there I was. One night I may have consumed a lot more alcohol than a person my size should. Mm-hmm. Or a person 3 times my size should. Mm-hmm. And so I was at this camp out with all these barbarian dudes. It was one of those reenactment groups, right? And these are
are you an SCA guy?
it was one of the really barbaric group. I won't use their name because why not? But anyways, so this big camp out, we're getting drunk and jumping over these pallets, right? And every time we jump over the on fire.
What kind
on fire.
of reenactment has you jumping over pallets?
Dude, man. All right, here's it's a full moon, right? It's a full moon.
On fire.
There's a pallet fire.
It's a
You
full
run,
moon.
you jump over the pallet
Is this a
fire.
Wiccan ritual?
No, it's just drunk fucks. And then you take a shot of Ice 101. And then, do it again. And we're doing this over and over again. I'm like, get the closer off because they keep catching on fire.
Ice 101's the
And it's
catalyst.
you're like, quick, because if you don't
His
make it
clothes
over,
are catching on
you're going to
fire
fucking
in these
singe your
pallets.
balls hair now. So you got to jump over
Your
fast
wizard
enough.
beard?
Yeah, man.
Your wizard pubes.
And so we're down to half a bottle. And I tip it up. And dude's like, if you were a real man, you'd finish that. And my voice, the one in my head said, dude, you don't have to listen to him. Mm-mm. And my outside voice said, oh, yeah. And so
Yeah.
then stuff happened. some of it was nice, and then I was making chili in the fire pit, and I must have got coals in it because I just remember, chili, and there was
chili.
People were like, well, it sounds like you're eating glass, and apparently I knocked a bunch of coals in the pan, and then next thing I know, I'm like, dude,
What the
what, dude, get up, why, man, you're on fire. I'm like, fuck. Wow. And I was too drunk. Don't drink, kids. It's bad. I was too drunk to move. I'm lying in the fire pit. I go, just fucking put me out. And they're like, no, man, you're in the fire pit. Oh, somebody roll me out. Then put me out because I'm. And so after that moment, I'm like, shit, I am not on fire. And this is awesome.
Wow.
I love not being on fire and breathing. That's a second. Because I can hold my breath for longer than I can be on fire. Dude, when you're on fire, it doesn't matter if you're breathing or not. You're on fire, dude. Put yourself out, then breathe. I can fucking hold my breath for 2-3 minutes, man.
Oh, fuck yeah. We got 4 hours left. I'm going to piss. Do not stop.
You grab me a libation of... I'm parched.
What do you want? Beer?
No, it's like something liquid, something thirst quenching.
How about iced tea?
All right, I'm down with that.
Glass of iced tea.
Wait, I have a kickstart.
No, I got iced tea, man.
Ooh. I'll start with iced tea.
Okay.
Don't get too much caffeine.
Oh, it's dangerous. For sure. Damn.
Don't let it go.
All right, man. What do you want to know about?
Well, let's see here.
My mouth is incredibly dry for some reason.
Uh-oh. The pasties.
So,
Cleveland.
yes.
What part of town are you in?
In the day, it was right on the edge of Lakewood and Cleveland.
So is that southwest, southeast?
It's west. Due west of Cleveland.
Due west.
Down proper.
Okay. And how was it there? Decent, middle class, working class?
It was a good mix. I mean, just in that little area, we had a lot of middle class, but right next to it was a really thuggy area.
Uh-huh. Nice.
And then, up north, just, fraction of a mile was the, damn, those houses are way too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, where we're at, we got this whole cross section of, your dregs of society to your upper class guys.
So you span the gamut.
Oh, yeah.
You span the gamut. You run the gamut. What's the matter? You gotta go?
Oh, no, not yet.
You gotta shit?
Maybe.
You can go upstairs and shit.
No, I'm gonna shit right here.
No, I mean, you can shit right there, but you could definitely, if you would respect some privacy, you could go upstairs. You could go upstairs.
I use voice to text a lot. Wait 1 second.
All right.
I have to think.
Wait, you're about to voice text someone?
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Cool.
Because me spell no good. Fingers bad.
What high school did you go to?
I went to, first, much to my chagrin, Lutheran West.
Lutheran West?
Oh, I got a lot of stories about that place. They did not like me. Yeah. Then I finished off, after the 2 weeks in as my senior year in that school, I left for North Ridgeville.
Oh.
We'll be back later than expected, period. I freaking talk like that now.
I do. I use text
How are you
like
doing, period? I sound like a dick! Exclamation mark. Max is visiting, and I may be making a podcast. Period. Okay, what was I just talking about? I thought that was. If I had a podcast, that was going to be the name for it. What were we just talking about?
You thought about being on a podcast before?
Oh yeah, I have horrible attention issues.
This is fucking serendipitous. It's serendipitous.
Boom.
It's crazy. What's crazy is that our fucking offspring found each other, and they play all the time. I hear them talk about your kids all the time.
It's like when we got here, it sounded like I was at home. because whenever everyone's running through the speakers, it's like a house full of kids. And of course, when the headphones are on, I'm like, that's nice. And then I'll hear Max. I'm like, all right, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, they get into some shit.
Oh, Max will bring me in. Oh, so many. Like, Dad, come here, say something. Give us some of your wisdom.
Really?
And it's like, normally it's, I'm not a high energy guy anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and it's, I'd have to ask him. I don't remember. I've had a few concussions.
Me too.
And like,
What do you do during the day now?
I'm supposed to be one of those guys that keeps the house. I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
And,
I was for a little while.
I
was super jelly.
I'm
super
suck.
jelly now.
I mean, I'm okay at
you're
the
not
dad
good
part.
at it?
I'm good at the dad part.
Yeah.
It's the house part, taking care of everything else. Because
A lot of work, man.
with all the attention memory issues I have, right? Mm-hmm. If it's not making noise or stinking, I don't get to. I mean, kids make noise, right? Stuff stinks. Those stuff gets taken care of right away. Yep. Everything else, not so much. And I put a lot of heart into my work, a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But I am horribly inefficient. I mean, it'll take me almost a whole day to do what my wife does in a half hour.
Yeah.
She's like, what did you do today? I'm like, well, I started these 8 projects. I'm almost done with this one, right? So remember how the house was not absolutely horrible? Yeah, I had to move things out to start cleaning, but I didn't finish that one. So
what does she do?
she's in insurance.
Oh, yeah.
It's not her dream job. When she grows up, she wants to do something else.
I was in your shoes, buddy.
And
I think. I mean, you know,
Well,
as much
at least-
as one person can be
Right.
in another person's shoes. But I did
least-
that
at
for a
least
little
so
while.
much
When I
time.
left the cop job, my kids were homeschooled, and I fucking loved it. It was a great time. I feel like I bonded with I feel like I was a cop for 8 years, and it was like I was away from my kids the whole time. And when I left that cop job and got to homeschool them, it was like not even getting to know them. It was like getting to know the worst dark side of them.
my God, yeah.
You really get to know a motherfucker when you see them, when you're trying to tell them shit they don't want to know.
Oh, man, it's wonderful. I mean, our kids are the absolute best and absolute worst things all rolled into one joyous package. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going gray and wrinkly and get off my lawn. But I just don't adapt well, apparently. But no, it's wonderful. But yeah, my kids are. I can say they're assholes. They can be. I mean,
Yeah.
Max, he gets bombed. He's hard on himself. He gets bombed out a lot. And the only thing that brings him joy is pissing me off. And he is so good at it. And he knows it. He will come in and and he'll start poking. He'll say shit. And he knows exactly all the buttons. I'm like, dude, cut it. And then once I go, and the fan starts going, he gets happy. He's like, thanks. And he's happy and bubbly. And he bounces out of the room. I'm like,
And he got a reaction.
I'm like, and I'm like, I used to, before I had kids, I did a lot of meditation. All right. And so I meditate for hours a day and be all serene and even control my emotions. And I don't do that anymore. I'm a rage. I'm a ball of ever burning rage. It's like I'm the Incredible Hulk, except I don't get big or green. I just get more pissed off. And that's my superpower.
What do you do to release?
I've been, all right, I used to do Tai Chi and a lot of energy work, so I try to remember that.
Yeah.
And I try to just, first I got to calm, because if I go into a situation ready to explode, all it does is escalate, because then everyone feeds off that energy.
Yep.
And, me and the kids are like, rah! Now, I mean, when Max was around 10, I warned him. I said, look, you're going to be a teenager soon. And we are going to hate each other. Okay, we're going to fight all the time.
Potentially.
Right? You think you're going to be right. I'm going to be, no, I'm right. And then you're going to move out, and we are going to be cool.
Yep.
Because that's what I did with my dad. There was not room for 2 alpha males.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. And so, but actually, as teenagers are handfuls. It's nothing unusual. But as big of a pain as ass it is to have a teenager, I think it's pretty cool.
I have fun.
I have to be careful with what I do because, it's crazy. We are programming the next generation. Our actions throughout their entire lives, everything they pick up off subconsciously from us is going to be part of our future.
Yep.
And it's like, we need some seriously smart people because we got an ever-growing population and an ever-growing abundance of automation, thus less people are needed to work.
Right.
And in just a couple of generations, the gap between people and jobs, we are going to need a major social shift where money might become obsolete. Just because if you got a huge portion not working, what are we going to do,
Well, universal basic income
it's
is one option.
and it's all these things that could be so great,
But money could never be obsolete because you need a way to
leverage.
distinguish.
Yes.
You need a way to
But as
distinguish
far as
the upper crust from the rest of us.
And that's the problem. If we could get over, this need to be better than everyone else, or this need to have more than we need.
Dude, we run the world.
We could make it a great place. It wouldn't have to be a dystopia.
Well, it's an empire now.
It has been for a while. At least so here.
We're import-export empire. We're like an aggressive Walmart. Like,
ouch, yeah.
the Walmart army.
World. Ouch, the Walmart of the world.
That's like Walmart army marching. And they're going to be robot soldiers soon, so you can't even hurt them because we don't even want to give up a life to take lives. I mean, we already don't with drones.
We actually did a land drone strike on a
wedding.
A sniper. Or no, it was some. Okay.
I know they just did a wedding just recently.
Oh, this is an old story. There was, all right, I can't remember all the details, but the gist of it is there was bad guy, out killing people, U.S. citizen on U.S. soil, and the little the shield drones. It's like the little drone on treads. It has like a riot shield. So they had one of those, and they couldn't get the guy out. He had a rifle, and anytime somebody got close, he'd kill him. So they just drove this thing up. And it had a grenade, and just drove it right up to him where he was pinned down, and boom. And so that we used a drone strike right there, boom.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, I'm okay with that because anybody, but at the same time, that's where we're going. Is yes, we are gonna have robot cops.
Oh, without a doubt.
And
without a doubt.
Yeah, sure. I'm like, as long as the people in power believe everything I believe, it's going to be great.
Yep. And the way that they're going to make that happen is they're going to go, there's going to be no more accidental shootings. These guys, you know what I mean? It's going to be by the book. You're not going to have any more racially sensitive officers. You're going to have, just by the book officers. And, because they can't be harmed as easily, they probably would use less lethal.
Right, because it's the risk. The automation is we are taking the human risk out, so we could afford to actually try to capture them because it's a machine. We can replace it.
You could shoot it all you want, or shoot it, and another one's going to grab you. And you see cops, you see truck drivers, they're gone. Taxi cab drivers and that type of thing. That's already that's already gone with Uber and Lyft and all that. But truck drivers are next. Cops, I could see. I would vote for that. That'd be one of the first. What I mean? As a former police officer, I'd be behind that just because it's almost an inhuman pursuit. The way it's structured now to have someone work 3 12-hour shifts and be responsible for life or death situations.
Right. How do you keep your head when you're that exhausted?
Nah, you can't. You have to go on instincts. And so then when you have situations like you have, to where everyone is, calling out police officers, or whenever you have like these irresponsible shootings and shit like that, you don't even take that into account. But how many 12-hour shifts did that guy just work in a row?
Right. Shit, man, I had enough trouble at the bookstore. I had 2 people call off, and so I worked 3 shifts straight.
Oh,
and it's like, you start to not be able to give your full caring, and because you don't have, you're just trying to stay functioning, awake, right?
Yeah,
and it's like
you're just trying to survive.
How are you supposed to do anything beneficial when you're in that state?
So how long did that turn you off to any type of porn?
You know,
Or were you hardcore into it?
all right, I was, as I said, it's like, all right, I found myself, I really liked it, some really artsy porn. I mean, it was actual artwork. And then, I mean, it was abstract art is what it was.
Okay.
That's all you can call it.
Okay.
And it was really cool. I liked that stuff. It was very surreal.
All
it
right.
was a pornographic art form.
Okay.
It's really awesome. And then every once in a while you see something. Then there's the comedies, a shit ton of comedies. Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
And like every movie has its porno version. And then they actually made I got this high budget one called Space Nuts. It's fucking high budget sci-fi porn.
No shit.
Oh yeah, and it is hilarious.
Oh, really?
And it's hilarious. It's like this. You could actually take the porn out, and it would still be mostly fun.
And you'd watch it.
I would
You'd
still
watch
watch it, right? And it's like I watched the whole thing through once, and then I watched it again, and I would fast forward through some of the sex just because I want to get to the next bit. It's hilarious, man. And so they've got some really good things.
That's important for the
And
kids.
it's like there's some companies, right? There's some porn companies, and they care about their people and make sure it's a good experience.
Really?
But there's a shit ton of people that don't give a fuck. They just want to fuck people and make money, right? So it's, I know where porn gets a bad rap because there is far more shitty people doing porn than cool people.
And the exploitation.
That's it. It's like
aspect
in the good
is what's shady.
I said some of the really high-end production companies, they were a very close-knit group. It was a group of actors and they get to fuck. So it was like, but they would be this production company is, okay, we're only going to use this group because that way, we know who we are, we know who we're having sex with, we're not bringing in outside diseases, and everyone has good chemistry. And so, those few groups were awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause you got actual actors working together, having fun. And I'm like, whatever you're into, as long as it's consensual adults, who cares, man?
Oh, absolutely.
Seriously. So, and
That's what you're into.
There's stuff that I was, but I had a lot of cerebral scarring. Things wouldn't freak me out because you get numb to shit. You know that.
Absolutely.
So it's like you see enough porn, it's like it has to be something really special to fire something off there. Now I will admit the first person porns are cool. Come on, as any gamer would know,
Oh, really?
man, interactive first person ones. I was like
Interactive first
yes,
person.
oh, they're awesome. And these girls talk you up too, man. They look
On
you in
what
the-
platform?
DVD, baby.
Oh, really?
This is like classic stuff. The stuff they got now that I don't. I know they have voice controlled ones, so I've heard. I'm out of the
here.
porn loop. But
Do they have virtual reality? Is that a thing, or is that an option yet?
If there's a platform for it, there's porn for it. I mean, come on.
It did drive the internet. Without porn, there'd be no internet, right? Mm-hmm. Or the internet wouldn't be what it is, for sure.
Definitely. I mean, it's like, so with what were we just talking about?
I don't know.
But no,
That's my main problem. I can't keep track.
so as I said, with porn, there's some of it's really cool, really good artwork, and there's a lot of smut, just a lot of people out to exploit people to make some money. And and as I said, you get desensitized because some of you got the private viewing booths you put stroke-ins in, you hit buttons to switch channels. And so I got a bank of VCRs over on this side. Where I got to make sure
running
tapes.
tapes.
And then we got a couple ones you can rent a movie, and I'll put it in up here, and you go back and watch it.
Huh.
And it's all VHS, and for
Who controls the fast forwarding?
in that case, I would. So I would have, that's booth 3. Can you adjust the tracking? All right, I got to go over and flip it over to my monitor, right? And it was during the Bush and Gore election, right?
Yeah.
I flip it over to the monitor, what the guy's watching, to adjust the little tracking knob. And these two guys are standing there, and it's Bush and Gore impersonators naked. And they're like, you may have won the election. Now let's see who wins the erection. Like, all right, man, tracking set. You get,
How much of that shit is embedded in your psyche?
Oh, so much of it.
Like in the deep cavernous parts of your being.
Yeah, I've seen horrible
How much
things,
porn
man.
is there?
Or a lot. I was, even before I got into porn, I was a horny kid. My folks say I was born a teenager and went straight to dirty old man.
Really?
Yeah, I was when I was the little kid. Hey, show yours or show mine. You know,
How old were you when you started that?
I was pretty young. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like grade school?
yeah, let's go with that.
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting. But anyways,
All right. Well, they always say this about actresses who get into porn. But because you were in the porn industry, were you molested?
you know, oddly enough, I can say, and I'll say this, yeah, when I was 3. All right, I'm gonna tell the story now.
Do it.
All right, so when I was 3, I had the 16-year-old babies that are hot. Well, I was 3 or 4. I had fuzzy training pants, whenever the fuck it was.
Fuzzy training pants.
I don't know. I was young. I was,
Yeah.
fuzzy training pants, right? And I'll admit, there was a really hot 16-year-old babysitter, but she would fool around with the neighborhood kids,
Okay.
right? And she did it, and she would do it to all of us, and we liked it. I mean, we really liked it.
So you didn't consider yourself getting molested?
No, we really liked it. It was good, right?
liked it,
but
yeah.
we have this, but we knew because, you can't tell anyone, because sex is wrong, man.
Yes.
Sex is evil. And we're like, so we all tore up inside. But then all of a sudden she stopped putting out. And so all these guys are like, what do we do now? We're all like horny. We don't know what to do. And it's
How
like,
old?
I mean, see, this like grade school shit. Fuzzy training pants, man. Fuzzy training pants age. And so we're like, what do we do? I don't know. We should touch each other? I don't know. And it's, I'll admit, I'm like, dude, I'm into that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks for trying. I appreciate it, buddy, but
you touched the dong.
I'm not into that.
You touched it.
But you know what?
What?
I learned, that was the point where I learned I'm not gay.
You're not into
I was like, dude, I'm not into this, man. I'm sorry. And when I went to bookstore, I had a huge gay fan club.
No shit.
And if I was like, dude, if I was gay, I would take you up. You're hot, right? But it doesn't do me.
Gay guys would come in purchasing.
Oh yeah, I
porn
had a
and-
huge gay fan club.
Really?
Oh my God, they loved me.
They were into.
All right, I'll tell you my at least three encounters. All right, we'll go best to worst maybe. So the best, I worked with this pageant transvestite, right?
Yes. Pageant.
And
Pageant.
he was
transvestite.
Yeah, do the pageants, dude, get up on stage, do routines, all that shit.
Was she pretty?
It could be, yeah. When we came in as a guy, right?
Yeah.
He was still very effeminate, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But when she dressed up or put a little makeup on, now this is how I found out I had a pirate thing.
Oh,
I always liked
shit.
pirates. I didn't realize I was hard for pirates. Well, actually, that was what's that fucking zombie movie with Quentin Tarantino? Rose McGowan has a wooden peg leg.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that moment where they're having sex and that wooden peg leg goes up in the air, I was like, holy fuck, I'm horny for pirates. I didn't know that about myself.
I got a pirate fetish.
I do. So I didn't realize that. And we're at the store and he's jizz mopper because only people that are desperate for money or who like it become jizz moppers.
Really?
Dude, really? Are you going to get paid?
So it's like a fetish thing.
Are you going to get paid minimum wage to mop up somebody's jizz?
Fuck
No. So either desperate people for money or, people are into it. That's it.
Who are into it? Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you were into it, you're like, fuck, you're going to pay me for that? Holy shit, yes. Right. So, dude,
You're into the cleaning or the.
well, there's fringe benefits if you swing that way. You working back there, let's say you're a horny guy.
Okay.
And you're like, man, I want to get laid all the time. I could be a jizz mopper in the back of a bookstore where people are doing each other. Now, you're not allowed to do each other. Don't do each other back there. That's bad.
Right.
Where people are doing each other. And so, yeah, you get a job there, right? And here's the stroking economy. Let you in the secret. We kind of had to put a stop to it eventually because what would happen is the jizz moppers would find strokings that people dropped and turn them in for money. Like, hey, man, I found like $5 in tokens. And I'm like, sure, man.
okay.
I'll let you buy them back. No worries, because...
Let you buy a what?
Buy them, because if the jizz mopper found them, I was like, yeah, I'll put them back in the pile here and give you the money for them. That's cool. Why not?
Okay.
You get paid minimum wage, you mop jizz. Yeah, I'll hook you up, man. So,
Yeah.
So, where was I?
Fringe benefit.
Oh yeah, so let's say you're a horny guy, and you're back there where all the action's happening, right?
Yeah.
But then we noticed some of these guys they got a lot of strokins, fucking $100 strokins in one. What the fuck?
Oh, for being the other side of the glory.
So, the dude They were fucking hooked. They were
just
I don't know if
straight
they
up.
were getting tipped. I don't think they were charging. I think they were getting tipped. They would be like, hey, how are you? Let me help you with that. Let me clean that up for you. You know? And, oh, thanks, man. Shank and the change falling. And the Strokins always had little naked people fucking on them, too. So it was awesome. It was like little coins falling in the hands. I don't want to get more shit back there. And so if you were into that,
So vile.
if you were into that, that would be awesome.
I guess so.
Right?
Yeah, someone has to be.
And so, but yeah, eventually we had to be like, all right, guys, no, this is too much. It was, you know, if it was just a couple bucks here and there.
Yeah.
That's,
What would make it too much?
well, the point was all right, if they come by with a few bucks every now and then, okay, somebody dropped them on the floor or somebody's like, hey, I'm done watching here. Just, you can have these.
Yeah.
We can dig that. But if you're coming back with like $100 in Strokins, we kind of think you're
making money back.
you're like, this is, you know, and we can't have that. I mean, I can turn a blind eye to somebody getting off, but we can't, you know, the porn stars is a constant legal battle. And from a business, you can't have people hooking there. That's,
No. You can't have-
Mandolph, draw the line somewhere.
You can't
You know,
have
and
jizz moppers hooking.
Right, exactly. No, it's no.
Nope.
And it's like, because I had another transvestite hooker. Oh, no, this guy wasn't a hooker. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, anyway, it's pirate. Damn it, I got
Pirates.
So, yeah, this is my gay guys hitting on me story. I got tangents everywhere. So he comes out all like in a little leather vest and some tight leather pants, right? He's not all checked up, had a little bit of makeup and a fucking eye patch. And like bent over and, you know, did some little sailor thing.
Sticking his ass out.
Right, and I was like, man, if I was gay, I would fucking plunder that booty right now. I mean, I was like, wow. If I was into that, I would go for you, man.
I would let you plunder.
Right? I would plow that, but no, you know what? I'm still not gay.
Yeah, it's not gonna
And I
happen.
had this one guy,
It's nothing you can do.
opera queen, right?
What?
He's opera singer.
Okay.
And, oh my god, this dude loved huge cocks. He would always tell me how he could like it was a beer, like 3 beer cans stacked on top of each other.
Holy
Take
shit.
it. I'm like, so anyways, dude's always hitting on me. One day even a package checked me. I was out rearranging all this shit on shelves. People fuck up. Wow, I'm vulgar. And he comes up and, you know, there's a huge screen with porn on it. And he like, you know, package checks me like, dude. He's like, I'm sorry. I couldn't help. I'm like, all right, dude, we're cool. Just don't do it again. All right.
Oh.
I mean, I understand.
He did what to you? He
grabbed my ball. He walked by me and, you know, grabbed my nuts through my pants.
Really?
And it was like, you know, I'm like, I know you have a giant man crush on me. I know you want me bad, all right? But dude, don't. Seriously. You know, we're cool now, but if you don't fucking stop. And so he was cool. After that, he was totally cool. But he did piss me off so bad one night.
He grabbed your dick at work.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I was like, dude, you know, just, it happened. You got it.
How old were you?
I was in my 20s.
How old was he?
I was probably around my age. Like around my
Same
age.
age.
A little younger, maybe.
Yeah.
And, but no, I was like, you know, I totally get it. You know, it's hard for me to go a day without touching. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I understand. I like touching my dick. So I understand why other people want to. I got you. But I was like, you know, don't. So, you know, we're cool now. And behind the counter for protection, I kept a 10-pound double-ended latex horse dung.
A what?
It was
A 10 pound?
It was 10 pounds of latex.
Okay.
It was a double-ended dildo.
So that's like
It's like this
a
fucking
small
long.
it's like a baseball bat.
Yes.
It's like a
Yes.
baseball bat of dick.
Exactly. And I kept it on this where everyone could see it because the theory was somebody fucks with me. I whoosh, 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 right?
Gonna beat him with the baseball bat dick?
Yeah, and okay, so they're gonna have mushrooms all over the head, right? Are they actually gonna go to the cops? Hey man, I fucked with the guy at the porn store. I tried to rob him. He beat me with a giant rubber dick. No, they're not. Okay, so I had that.
They're not gonna tell on you if you beat him with the rubber baseball bat
Right,
dick.
I actually almost killed some guy with that. That's another story. If I don't do this first part, I'll totally forget. Remind me about the day I almost killed the guy with 10-pound horse dick.
All right.
And so, anyways, I got this horse dick, and this gay guy, the opera queen, he's talking to me and he's flirting with me too much. I'm like, all right, man, that's it. So I grab the dick and I start using it, waving it at him, emphasizing.
Wobbling it at
I am, and he grabs it and it goes, he puts it down like to his fucking sternum. I mean, I saw it go whoop.
Like down his
Down
throat.
his throat. And it's like, and I'm like, this is my horse dick.
Oh,
and I'm like,
God.
and
So
and he like, bleh, right? And he takes it out. And I'm like, first off, that is impressive.
Wow.
I mean, fuck. Wow. You're everything you told me you are. And my dick's not near this big. So you actually probably wouldn't actually like having sex with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're a size queen. I'm going to say I'm above average. Even true or not, I don't care. I'm saying it.
all right.
And so, he leaves giggling, and I grab my rubbing alcohol and I put it on paper towel, and I've got the dick, and I'm cleaning it, and I'm all pissed off. I'm like, I fucking hate people, right? And as I say that, this guy walks in the porn store, and that's what he sees is an angry man holding a double-ended horse dick, polishing it with a paper towel, saying, I fucking hate people. The dude stops, turns around and leaves.
Oh my God.
All right, and the third guy was
What about the guy you almost killed with it?
all right, yeah, right after this third guy.
All right.
Third guy was a Wesley Snipes guy. You've seen Blade, right?
Yes.
Imagine that, but bigger.
All right.
This dude is huge.
Okay.
And I was wearing tight jeans. And we got newspapers there on the bottom shelf, so I have to fucking squat down and rack newspapers, and I hear,
Oh, jeez.
like, oh shit. Hey boy.
Oh.
Let me feel balls now. Like, no, man. He let me look good in them jeans. Thanks, dude. Like, fuck. If this dude meets me in the parking lot, I'm going to take one swing at him. I'm going to run like a bitch. Because if he gets one hand on me, I'm his. There's ain't fucking anything I can do about that. I mean, that's where I was at. Okay? I know.
You're his.
Yeah, if he came at me, there was nothing I could do if he got a hold of me.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, that's
So would you just present?
I was just like, no, dude, I don't swing that way. Thanks, appreciate it. And like he would come at me later and like reach over the counter. Come on, man, let me fit them balls now. Like, dude, nope, still not gay, dude. Thanks, but dude, no. You know what? I'll give you 10% off, dude, because I get it, man.
You give him a discount because he grabbed your balls?
No, this one tried to. This one didn't. This
Yeah.
one I was like, no, fuck. I
Yeah.
cannot let this dude touch me.
Yeah.
Seriously, if he got a hand on me, there's no way. His sheer strength, I wasn't weak,
Right.
but this dude was huge.
Shit.
Yeah, so, eventually he chilled out. And, we came to understanding.
He was not going to fuck you.
I was like, no, dude, I'm not into this. I appreciate
I'm
it.
not getting fucked, bro.
Right, but, I'm married. I'm in a monogamous relationship. Yes, even though I work at a porn store and am in a monogamous relationship. So, sorry, dude.
You're untouchable.
I can't. I couldn't fuck you if I wanted to. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But,
That's crazy.
Okay, so I almost killed this guy. And it was the opera queen.
Oh.
So, opera queen comes in. That's so mean. Fuck it. Your name's opera queen now. Opera queen comes in.
Why opera queen?
Well, because he was a queen. Self-professed. He was, I'm a queen.
Yeah.
And he sung at the opera.
Oh.
So I call opera queen, who can take giant takedown throat. And up the ass too, from what I was told. Damn, those are huge. Serious, that would tear me up. I mean, shit, I developed prolapse just for taking a dump, man. Imagine getting that up there. No. I fucking blew out my own ring. Don't need no help with that. But,
Don't try to pick it.
right. So.
If you find a berry, don't try to pick it.
Oh, man. So, it comes in all belligerent, right?
Yep.
Stumbles in the back, blah, blah, blah. And so the jizmopper is trying to get them out.
Yes.
Like, dude's back here. He's fucking, you got to get him out. I'm like, all right, I don't like sloppy drunks in the bookstore. You're going to be sloppy drunk at home? Cool. Just not in the bookstore. So I'm like, dude, and I'm trying to be nice. And I'll be honest. I went back, blah, blah, blah. 10 minutes later, dude still hasn't left. I'm like, fine. So blah, blah, blah. I'm explaining, please, come on, you got to go. And so after a half hour, I'm boiling inside. I'm like, I don't want to be a total dick to this dude, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to touch him. I don't want to have to force him out. Just get the fuck out. Do what I say.
Yes.
Right. I don't want to have to do anything other than say, get the fuck out. So finally, the dude, comes out and he's all pissy. He's been asked to leave and he's 2-strokings. And I'm at the boiling point inside. I'm like boiling away. I'm so done with this person. And it takes strokings, and then I remember the sound very clearly. And the glass counter as he set them down, and then went as he pushed them towards me. I thought, well, I want my 50 cents back. And that was it. I fucking snapped. I just
Over 50 cents?
over all the pressure he gave me, and he has the balls to I know he's going to be back tomorrow night, right? He doesn't fucking need the 50 cents. He's just being a bitch about it. That was he's belligerent drunk, and and I'm just like, and I grab the horse stick and and it's full force pissed off rage. Now I used to do a lot of armed weapon fighting. That was my thing. And so I've got my muscles are all built for this shit. I am just full force towards the temple, and then I get this temporal disturbance. Boom! Police lights, handcuffs, back of the police car, prison, door closed. What are you in here for? I killed a man with a 10-pound horse dick. Right? And, because I saw the dude hit the hit and the body hit the floor, and boom, I flash back into the present. I am like a fraction of an inch away from this guy's head with his dick. And all of a sudden I come to my senses and realize I'm about to kill a man with a 10-pound horse dick. There's, it is heading, if the concussive force from this thing is, boom.
It's going to knock him out.
And this is hard. We have a hard floor, man. So I pull it really hard and just brush his face, and it hits a glass countertop next to me. Some people might identify me now, but whatever. It goes, psh, fucking glass everywhere.
Shatters the glass.
Shit falls all over the place, and the guy just goes, meep. And I'm like, I explode, and yeah, fuck, get down, and the dude poof, gone. And people run out from the back because they just heard this clatter, right? And I'm like fuming. And there's one guy that watched the whole thing happen. And what happened? He goes, that guy got mad, broke something, and ran out the door. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Give me a cigarette. And I hot box a cigarette in one breath. I was so pissed. The dude came back 3 days later, apologized profusely. So, but man,
And he was a regular customer.
it was really, yeah. But I don't feel like that fun. But don't get sloppy where I have to deal with you.
Yeah.
We had one guy always came. He was a drunk. He would always get drunk, go to the porn store. And he fucking comes slopping in and get a private booth, get a video booth. He wasn't gay. He just liked to go get drunk and beat off. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get him out. So one day he comes in. He's like, I'm like, dude, before I came, he's like, dude, get out. He passes out. Like, oh, God. He's like, oof, my hand. Whoa, my hand. And the just moppers are like, sir. I'm like, what do we do? I'm like, you know what? Drag his ass out under the bridge. And they're like, what? I go, get him, drag him the fuck out of my store. The bridge is right out of our park. Drag him, put him there. Let the cops deal with him. No, not here. Get him out. Like, you're so mean. And so the one just mopper sets him up and he goes, I'll pay for his booth. I'm like, well, no, I don't want him in the store. I want him out. And like, sir, what do you want to do? I want to whack it. Oh. I was like, dude. Oh. Try to be a nice guy.
All right, I'm going to take a break here.
All right.
Now, I'm full of your crazy, man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like it. That stuff got to be hot. Now, I'm full of your crazy, man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I'm full of your crazy, man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like it. That stuff gotta be hot.